Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Dungeon of Naheulbeuk. A couple of weeks ago, I was doing an Iron Man epic jest run, and we came to this encounter here surrounded by these toxic and exploding looking barrels, which caused me some grief. So you will see now, I want to be very clear, we are still playing on Iron Man. I've done everything up to this point again, but we've dropped the difficulty down to the Narrator, and we'll continue on from there and see how we do. So we have this fight again, and we have enemies all around, and these exploding slash toxic looking environmental aspects. So let's try and avoid those. But for the meantime, in the prep stage, we can have our heroes move around this space as much as we wish. So the Ranger, how about you pop over here? Ogre, you can come in this side. We'll try and break a path through there. Barbarian, we'll get you charging out to the left. Ranger can provide support over here. I want to avoid this explosion as much as possible. And we'll leave our support characters a little further back. Alright, let's see how this goes this time round.
I'm going to make you dance.
It's been a fair while since I played, so let's hope I can remember how most of this stuff works. But let's see what happens if, rather than trying to attack them, we try and destroy this thing. So one attack, nothing, apparently. Now they've got 3 in a row.
My turn, scum.
Promotions. I guess they're doing more damage or something to that effect.
My turn, damn it!
And archers going after the environmental stuff and doing it far more effectively than we are, but at least only one of our heroes is in that fire. We should have a better chance of doing what we need to do. We're on the dwarf. The dwarf has somebody to attack, so let's start simple. Where possible, we want to make sure we're making use of flanking, but right now we don't really have the luxury. We'll skip using our big wide AoE for a second and just focus on standard attacks. And that's a big miss. Ogre over here. I would like you to use your standard attack, because you will break through this in one attack. And then we can use our movement to get up on this guy's beef. The Wizard. So we have Cure Minor Wounds, Nazmar's Slap, a magic slap that deals damage and pushes the target back 2 tiles. If we push this guy back right now, we should get 2 attacks of opportunity, I believe. Hence the red cleaving signs above those characters' heads. So let's do that. Standard, alright. And we'll make sure they're further back than the rest of the heroes. The Bard, we have Singing Hero.
Us? Well, there's adventure.
We have Singing Hero, an epic song that raises precision, parry, dodge chance for the targeted ally. Guitar Swing, and Disharmonious Ballad. A terrible chord progression. Any character in the area of effect has a 50% chance of getting stunned and takes light damage. Right, that's a great big cone. We're not going to put that to much use yet. And our vision is cut off by this corner, unfortunately. So let's give somebody a boon. Let's give the elf a boon. Why not? And the Bard can have some extra cover as well. Right, now over here, we may have an opportunity for some ping pong. No, but we have released acid. Can we see what that acid is doing? It's one of these buttons. No. Alright, we'll figure that out later.
Prepare your ass. Arcana time!
And of course, we're currently missing the thief. They most recently tried to take the Amulet of Chaos and teleported away. Alright, Ranger, you're back up. Raises precision of all allies until the end of combat, only one tactic. Raise parry and dodge chance of all allies, may only have one tactic. And first aid. Well, we don't need the first aid for anybody yet. So I think we're just gonna keep up our assaults. Very nice. Now here's a big round of enemy turns. And they hit themselves. Always lovely.
My turn.
This guy has some kind of shield surrounding themselves, or some such. That's a bad time. They're on Overwatch. Deals damage and knocks over your target. Sure.
And boom! Fly away!
And we miss again.
Oh!
This guy's on fire. We can't do anything about it, unfortunately, because these are healing potions rather than potions of put fire out. I thought there was a key we could press to see these boxes expanded, but I'm clearly forgetting what that key is. And we're just going to keep attacking the one closest to us because we don't want to move out of range. And flanking, doing some excellent work there. Right, back to the ogre, who's having problems of his own over here.
My beautiful hair!
The elves being dramatic. The ogre hits target with his paunch, dealing damage and pushing them back 2 tiles. Unfortunately, we can't move fast enough to do that. So let's take our potion. Being out here alone. And then for our other action, where can we best take cover? Probably not against the exploding stuff. This did 1 tile around it, so if this does 1 tile around it, we should be able to safely stand here. Obviously we have these 2 guys ahead of us to deal with, but we'll deal with them when we get there. As for these 2, we can stand here safely. And then for our spells, we cannot reach a good AoE, unfortunately. But we do have standard ranged attack. We can't reach that either. Alright then. Anyone for healing? Barbarian? No. Ranger. You guys all got exploded, didn't you? Very nice. Bard, you're also in range of this freaking Overwatch. So I'll tell you what. Stand here. You'll be fine.
To blow in the embers.
Right, we have a cheering kiss. Ogre is out of range for that. So I'm going to stick with just attacking for now. Let's try and get this guy out of Overwatch, please.
no!
Yep, they're down too. Now round to all the baddies.
I could shoot your crabs off from a mile away.
There's our Overwatch. And of course, we miss. Right, anyone here need healing drastically? I don't think so. So let's increase everyone's stats this turn. Of course, as we're missing and getting unlucky, we do increase our unlucky track in the lower left corner. It'll appear on our next turn. I'll show you what I mean, if you've forgotten. Oh, that's a bad time. That's a real bad time. So this is the luck-unluck thing. So whenever we get unlucky, this little track carries on. And so currently we can give Adrenaline Surge for an extra action point, or Unexpected Life Support, healing 50% of all injuries and giving health points back to the target. And I think we're going to do that because we'd like the Barbarian to be up right now, because his cleave would be very useful. The only problem is now he will be injured, and that's going to cause issues in the long term. And then if we end his turn, we're back to the Barbarian, who's still on fire. So consume one of your potions, please, since you were so injured.
I was thirsty.
And that is a whole action, apparently. So we'll get him next time. Alright, that's me being... Let's tell you what, give me an Adrenaline Surge. Because I think this is worth it. Yeah, I think that was worth it. Magician. How far ahead do we need to be to get these two in the whirlwind? Exactly as far as we are, which is wonderful. Right, another one out of action. Now, this guy. We can't push one into the other currently, which is a shame. But we can burp stunning somebody. Is that... And that's a 3-tile stretch. So if we move to... Are we slow? Can we only move 1 tile in movement? I guess we can. That's a shame. Alright, we're just going to defend ourselves then. I'm going to feel dumb about it. This fire has gone out though, so we can now move some support over. It doesn't have any healing, but if we get over there we can support with our healing potion. So we'll get ourselves around this corner and take our ranged attack against this guy. And next turn we'll help out over here, hopefully. And you're still on fire. Right, we need to move some of the other party this direction, I think. Well, the bard's taking heat away from the ogre. That's something. Can't get that guy, but we can shoot the poison. It's not exploded yet, but hey. We're still on fire. That's really rough.
No autographs, please.
But the flanking is doing lots of great work for us. Right. Dwarf. Shoot the barrels. You can't miss that.
Yeah.
That gets some poison going, which is lovely. And retreat a little, given you're more injured now.
Hey there, I'm the ranger from Lubei.
We still don't have much in the way of movement with the ogre, which upsets me. But lacking in ranged attacks. We're just going to move to here. Defend ourselves. And hope that we can eventually get some kind of attack in. Because, oh boy, we're not getting there yet. Here's their mage. And there's our defense doing its good work. Bard. This is our cone of what's it, Majigger? That's the technical term. And we're giving some kind of benefit to our friend. I'm not exactly sure what. I need to clearly refresh myself on some of these mechanics. But we're definitely going to be able to get a flank in here, aren't we? Do we risk going pinball? No, we might hit the ogre and that would be a very bad time.
Take that and strike!
It's amazing how much easier this is when you're not having half your team stand in a fire for the first 6 turns. Alright, Ranger. Oh, that was the sprint. I didn't want to sprint. Never mind, eh?
Out!
Very good, very good.
Oh, shit!
Now it's just that mage in the corner. And our ogre friend here should hopefully be able to push them into the poison. Ah, but they have magical resistance, eh? Right, well, we're not going to get any healing done this turn. We want to try and get as much healing in the last round as we can before the fight ends. Because we can't use our healing skills. We can't use our healing skills out of combat. Jeez. That was rough. For somebody who should be retreating. Right, none of this is healing. So I was going to give the ranger some inspiration, but we managed to critically fail in that task. And we get electrocuted for our foibles. Elf. Who needs health? Because we can kiss them. That's one less potion we have to spend on healing. out of combat later, so long as we can still kill this guy before they flee, which we should be able to in another 5 characters' turns. First aid to the dwarf. Can we do that? It looks like we can.
Tough it out.
And then we have the barbarian left. If we can just make this shot, I'd be really grateful. Excellent.
The barbarian leveled up.
So the barbarian has reached a new level. We've gained a bunch of stuff. We will heal everyone, I guess? No. No, I'm looking at experience point bars, not health bars. You get healing. You get healing. You get healing. And the bandages are for the injuries they've sustained having been revived after going down, I believe. We only have 1 bandage and 1 sack that heals everybody. So we're going to leave those as they are. We'll take all of this loot. See what the plot has to say.
Oh, words cannot express my gratitude. Meanwhile, let us compose an epic jest for this epic battle.
The battle is only epic if you have crushed your foes, and you can watch them die before you, and hear the lamentations of their women. That is epic.
Color me surprised. That is quite a long speech for a guy like you.
Only to praise Xcom.
Hey, you again.
Wherever death strikes, I clean up the mess. And by the way, I see you've made a mess again.
He says he could eat some of the corpses, if that helps.
Does he care about anything but food?
Well, he does like poetry. He's delicate that way.
As if I cared. We're looking for a statuette. Maybe you could tell us where it is?
Helping adventurers is not really my thing, you know?
Enjoy your job? Picking up all these little gory bits?
No, can't say I do. Why?
Well, let's say we wander aimlessly in circles and don't find the statuette. We kill a lot of monsters. Catch my drift?
Oh yeah, I catch your drift. I remember vaguely that this dungeon used to have a master. He kept some ugly statuettes, but everyone seems to have forgotten about him.
Strange. We've been told this place was run by a co-op.
That's right. Well, seems like my memory is not what it used to be.
Right, so we've gained some potions. Let's see what our inventory has after that. We've got books, potions, universal antidotes, light beer. Let's see if we just got weapons and equipment. Okayish daggers of betrayal, lame-ass short sword. I can't remember what's the new stuff and what's the old stuff. I'm going to guess.
I've got some nuts for the squirrels.
Okay. Well, now you have a melee attack. That's nice.
Careful with my books.
Twisted Veil, technically a claymore. 16 to 25 versus 25 to 39. So this is the old weapon. Who is this good for?
I hope I have enough spare strength.
What's in there?
Do I have something to
my
jot
bad.
down some quick
How
notes?
can people put their hands in
Right.
their pockets?
None of that. How about this? Moraic frontal plate.
Don't mix the
If it
potions
stinks,
or...
it's my boots.
Not for anybody here, it seems. Tattered robes, cute headband, thief armbands. Okay. And a belt. Who's not got a belt? Dwarf does not have a belt. You get, sir, a healing potion. Congratulations. Alright, and then somebody leveled up. The barbarian. Savage Warcry, a powerful battle cry that gives a precision bonus to the barbarian and nearby allies. Yarg deals 2 consecutive melee attacks to the target, and we already have the cleave. Then the barbarian can wear heavy leather armor. The barbarian is adjacent to the ogre, gains +5 stamina regeneration. If the barbarian is adjacent to the wizardess, gains +4 impact. I'm going to be terrible with these like geometrical flanking bonuses, so
Yeah.
we'll take the heavy armor and let's take attack twice.
I am stronger.
Then we have 2 points to put in something over here. Strength and con, why not? Confirm these changes for the whole party. Alright, so we've managed to pass the combat that killed us previously. Join me next time where we'll see where this plot goes and if I can figure out the buttons that I think I knew but I didn't know, but next time we might find out that I know them. Thanks ever so much for watching. If you're enjoying this series, please do consider subscribing. You can get new videos for this series every Monday through Friday. I'll see you next time. Cheers.